Alright, so this is Decent We the People News, okay? Now I'm doing this video with prejudice and without recourse, okay? Not attorney, not giving legal advice. Maybe my opinion, but I'm not going to give legal advice. Why? Because I'm not an attorney. That's why, okay? Never look straight forward. Always look around you and be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. And this is kind of a halfway learning video, right? So the question is, y'all, if Canada, England, and Australia has the exact same type of rules and regulations on CPS as the United States, then how do we have more freedom than them other countries? Because if CPS is violating your due process in the United States, no matter what state you're in, and they're doing the same guidebook in Canada, same guidebook in England, same guidebook in Australia, where are they getting this magic powers? Could it be under the UCC Act? Universal Code? I mean, they're going by the same play rules. They're all violating, due process. England and all them other countries still got some type of due process. And CPS is violating them. And the United States, you know how well as I do, they're violating due process, right? They're coming over here violating people's rights over hearsay. Here and over the pond and up north and down south. So, it must be a UCC guidebook for every country for CPS. Now, they may call it different names. Still CPS, y'all. And they're still violating everybody's due process no matter where you're going. So no matter where you go, you're not free from CPS.
Really good. That's great. That's great. Well, he seems good. You can take him out of the sun. I just wanted to.
And what are your names?
We're going to pause right there already, okay? Number one, we didn't see the very beginning of this. However, sit and think about that. The lady had to show CPS prove that the kids does not have any marks. Just like they do in the United States. Somehow or another, you're guilty because somebody files a complaint that you cannot see in court and actually ask questions. You have a right to face your accuser, and yet you don't get to face your accuser, do you? That's violation of due process, people. No matter what country you're in, especially the United States, when we're supposed to be the home of the Braves. Freedom. Okay, where's the freedom at? Right? We're playing by the same guidelines as this Canada CPS.
Because it's for our records.
Alright? What do they do here? Why are you recording us? Oh, because we're making a record.
Well, you're at my home. You're asking questions about my baby and whatever else, saying all these allegations. Amy, what's your last name? And what's your last name? Hadley? Do you guys have any identifying numbers or employee numbers? Can you...
At least they're a little bit more easier of giving out the full, basic full name. First name and last name, right? That we hardly even get that in the United States, people.
Can you say it if it is there?
Especially if you record it.
Like, do you have it? Well, I don't... Okay, thank you. You're just showing me that and I can't... I don't know what that means, right?
So, like I said, we have concerns and we see the messages that were sent.
Like I said, anybody can send anything. Anybody can say anything. I'm telling you that's not the truth. So, I don't know what else to do for you.
Is there anybody else?
Same thing, right? Well, they can say or do whatever they want to do. They're going to come and violate your rights. I don't know what I can say to about you, right?
Involved with you guys?
What do you... No, not at all.
And you said that you're an early childhood educator?
I'm a student right now.
Oh, you're a student.
I'm
Like
finishing up my
she has to finish her last work placement.
That's
Yeah.
great. Do you have family members who support you?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents.
And so typically we would ask, I mean, we've spoken to both of you. Is there anybody else we could speak to who could attest to the fact that, you know, maybe you're not, like you're saying that you're not struggling with your mental health, however the messages that we see state otherwise. So is
Like I said, anybody can.
Yeah, see, we're going to pause right there, right? You need to provide evidence that you're not guilty of this hearsay from individuals out there that may want to cause you harm out of despite and all that kind of stuff. To my opinion, y'all, what I hear as right now, he don't even seem one step mentally off. That don't mean nothing.
Send any message or anything. I've already done a mental health assessment through the courts. I've done everything I've needed for CPS in the past, so I'm not going to do anything for you guys further.
So he already did mental health violations by CPS in Canada. Is that or is that not what they do in the United States, people? Tell me what the difference is between the two countries. How is it possible that we're in two different countries and CPS is doing the exact same freaking thing? People, sit and think about that. The exact same.
If you can get a court order for that stuff, go ahead.
Okay, well, we'll be in touch.
Okay.
We'll be in touch. Exactly what CPS over here does. Right? The exact same shit in different countries. And we're supposed to live in the freedom of the United States. So I implore you, tell me what the difference is between here and there. Remember, y'all, when you actually watch cop watchers and all that kind of stuff, the cops are doing the exact same thing in other countries that they are doing here. Why? How? Right? There's conspiracies at the UCC and UN and all that, right? It may be conspiracy theories. However, you explain to me how all the countries are so hooked on your ID. How every single cop in every country that, you know, United Kingdom and Canada and Australia and all of them, that the cops are acting the exact same way as in the United States. How is it possible, y'all? There's got to be a guideline of certain books that spread out to each country with the same rules and regulations and policies. Our Fourth Amendment may be called something else in Canada, but it's still a violation of the Fourth Amendment in Canada. Still a violation of the Fourth Amendment in England. It may be called something else, but I know that England has the Fourth Amendment, even though it's called something else. And yet, the cops got the exact same policies. And CPS apparently has got the exact same policies, people, in different countries. You don't think it's a one world order? I beg the difference, people. I may be wrong.
Thank you.
Here's their license plate number. EML 110.
Anyway, I'm going to go back to that one simple deal, right? How in the world is it the exact same? Riddle me that, y'all. So, apparently kidnapping children is worldwide, not just in the United States. And the reason why I say kidnapping, because they did not go through the due process, the real due process. They're violating our Constitution, their charters, because I do know beyond a shadow of a doubt that our Constitution originally came from England, which they call it something else, but we call it the Constitution. And yet they're doing the exact same thing. Riddle me that. Cops, judges, and CPS workers are all playing by the same books. This is what the people news by.